Hey y'all, this is your girl Faye with the Faye and Cedar Show, Mommy Corner Mondays. I initially was going to do this video completely differently. Well, the subject matter was completely different, but something happened about 2 hours ago, and I wanted to talk about something different. I'm having a bad day too. I just found out. I'm in my car now. My daughter's my co-mom lesson. And my tire is going flat. So I have to take care of that after this video. It's not flat. So hopefully I can truck it to Costco and they can tell me what the hell's going on. And we usually go to the park afterwards, but we don't have time for that. I got to get this fixed. Anywho, so it's Wednesdays. Wednesdays are usually rough for us because she gets out of school early. And then I only have not even an hour to go home, do her regular homework. And then we have to head to her command lesson. Well, today I actually had to take a shower too because I had class this morning. And I'm all the way in town, and then I had to drive back, and then I had to get gas, I had to run errands, I had to do all this stuff before I picked her up from school. So I had no time to take a shower. And I needed to get a shower after pole class. I'm not walking around all day like that. And so with all me being tired and frustrated, I crossed the line. Telling her to, stop being silly and do her, doing her homework. She was in a mood, acting like she didn't know what the subject matter was. You know how kids are. They go, I don't know, I'm just gonna, you know how they are. So anyway, I want to discuss real quick about mothers forgiving themselves. As not only mothers, but just as human beings, because we are human first, and we all make mistakes, and we're all learning, and we're all growing, and we all, have our moments. And I still feel bad, and I want to talk about it some more with my daughter, but I immediately apologized because I was out of line, because I did it out of frustration. And so out of all of that, man, I'm sweating. Just looking at myself in the video, I'm sweating. Out of all that, I end up hitting her and tell her, get her stuff together, stop acting like she don't know what, the surface of a triangle, a pyramid is. It's a triangle. And she acted like she didn't know what that was, because you had to color it, and she was doing all this nonsense and stuff. And so I immediately apologized, and I felt like the worst mother in the world. I text my sister, I text Sita, and I was just like, oh my goodness. And, they're all like, you're human. We know how you are. We know you're very anti, spanking. And, Sita knows the type of dysfunctional, toxic home I grew up in. And my mother wasn't abusive, but she was, her boyfriend was to her. My mother was very anti-spanking too. And so, she was like one of the first in the family that was very much, against that. Plus, the, abusive environment we were growing up in, anywho. So, and I wanted to talk about that because, I've noticed that, it's already hard to be a mother in 2018, but also too, we just are so hard on ourselves. I think we're more hard on ourselves than the, social media and everybody else says what we're doing wrong. I think we ourselves are our first, we judge ourselves first. We're the first person who judge ourselves is ourselves. And even when nobody's actually paying attention or judging, we're going to do the judging ourselves before anyone says anything. And I think that's very interesting, being that we're in a time where, everyone judges moms, but we judge ourselves first. We all, we do that. And, it's going to, and I'm, I was, on a verge. I was not on a verge of tears. I was tearing up, and I'm still on a verge of tears every time I think about it. And I feel like my flat tire is like karma too. But, it's crazy because, like I said, my mother was anti-spanking. I remember being like 9, and she was at her wit's end, and she hit me. And, I could tell in her face that she immediately regretted it, because she immediately apologized. And even at that young age, I immediately forgave her, because I saw in her face that is not something that she meant to do and that she wanted to do. And at 9, I understood she was just tired. And even with my daughter, she was like, it was more so of a shock thing. not necessarily anger, and not necessarily that she was even hurt by the hit. It was more so shock. Like, what did I do? Why was that necessary? And so, I apologized and said, mommy was out of line. She should not have hit you, no matter how, angry she gets, physically assaulting somebody, because that's what it is not the answer. And like I said, I want to talk to her some more and let her know that no one, regardless, has the right to put their hands on you, and that's never okay. But again, I'm trying to forgive myself, because I know I am human, and I think it's, a little bit too much to be like, I'm trash, or I'm, sorry, y'all. If it did some jumping thing, my thing cut off again. It's trying to connect to somebody's Wi-Fi. I hate when that happens when I'm trying to record. Anyway, so, just, it's going to take me a while to get over it and to forgive myself. And I'm going to be thinking about it for the next couple of days. I'm going to have another talk with my daughter when we come on and stuff, and let her know. And I know she's probably all forgot about it, not even thinking about it. But at the same time, she is 6, and she's still going to remember it. Even if she forgives me, she's still going to remember that moment that mom, flipped their wig and hit me when I was trying to do homework. And yeah, she's 6 and she's very smart, and I know she was trying to be, sorry, I'm fixing my nose ring. She was trying to be funny with that whole thing, and she's 6, she, that's what they do. But yeah, so I just want to tell moms to not be so hard on yourself. Forgive yourself. You are human. I do feel like if you continue to make the same reckless and unnecessary mistakes, then you probably are stressed and you probably need to go get a break. Or if it's that serious, you probably need to seek counseling. So I know I needed to seek it after my mother died, because I was checking out a lot. And so I did that then. Yeah, just forgive yourself. Try not to be hard on yourself. You are human. We all make mistakes. And like I said, the best thing I feel like I did do is apologize, because I definitely want to teach my daughter accountability. That's where it pretty much starts, when they are learning from other people to apologize and admit their wrongdoings. I think that just makes us better humans, and I think it's going to make her a better person as she gets older, that her mom was, apologize and stuff like that, because I know I was wrong. So I just want to let you guys know that, okay? Don't be so hard on yourselves, mothers. We're all doing the best we can, okay? So again, this is your girl Faye with Mommy Corner Mondays on forgiving ourselves as not only mothers, but as humans. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.